State is coached by Jack Dickman, who is in his second season. He is assisted by Julian Stuber and Nicholas Mercedes.
What's that?
You wanted to start. Go on.
Let's meet the 2023-24 Hilbert College Hawks. At forward, a 6'7" junior from Chickawaga, New York, number 40, Nevada Eldridge. At forward, a 6'4" junior from Clifton, New Jersey, number 3, Edward Perez. At guard, a 6-foot junior from Elmira, New York, number 13, Reese Fisher. At guard, a 5'10" junior from Rochester, New York, number 10, Shaheem Ellis. At guard, a 6'3" junior from Clarksville, Maryland, number 2, Karan Briggs. The head coach of the Hawks in his 22nd season is Rob the Grand Prix. He is assisted by Tony Chapman, Mark Majera, Jack Gaylord, and Camilo Hoyos. Fans, the presidents and chancellors of the Allegheny Mountain Collegiate Conference and the Department of Athletics at Hilbert College welcome you to Game Day, the D3 way.
Welcome back to Hilbert College as we get set for the men's game between Hilbert and Alfred State. Alfred State coming out of here with a win on the women's side, their first win of the season. Alfred State on the men's side is 2-4, and Hilbert is 4-2. So, Tom Prince, we have another fascinating matchup here between a couple of teams that I would imagine, if they are familiar with each other by now, they'll be awfully familiar with themselves by the end of the season. And we're underway. The tip controlled by Hilbert in the white. Kyrese Fisher has it for the Hawks in the white uniforms with the blue numbers to Edward Perez. That pass intended for Karan Briggs is off his hands, and Alfred State comes back with the ball. Dylan Perry now for the Pioneers. Perry, bounce pass to Paris Jamison, puts it up and in, and there's the first bucket of this ball game, 2-0 Alfred State. Now Fisher coming back the other way for the Hilbert Hawks. Fisher, near side to Karan Briggs. Now Edward Perez on the far side. Back to Briggs. The big man, number 40, Nevada Eldridge. 5 on the shot clock. Hilbert looking for a shot. From the corner, the 3 is no good by Kyrese Fisher. And it'll be Alfred State ball. They lead 2-0 here as we're just underway here from Hilbert.
Two big benches, Stu, and we're going to talk about how the bench of Hilbert could be pivotal in this game.
Cody Schneider for 3, way off, and it'll be Hilbert ball. Hilbert in the white with the blue numerals. Alfred State in the blue uniforms with the gold or yellow numbers. They'll hand it off to Karan Briggs. Gets a pick from Edward Perez. His path to the basket is cut off, but he sneaks in there, gets the shot away, no good. Cody Schneider on the rebound into the front court. It's Dylan Perry. Now Schneider into the corner. The 3, no good from Ryan Rosa. And the ball goes out of bounds. It'll stay with Alfred State. No, excuse me, it'll go over to Hilbert. Kyrese Fisher bringing the ball into the front court for the Hawks. Fisher to Nevada Eldridge. Now Fisher thought about the 3. Instead, he'll get it back to Shaheem Ellis. He'll pull it out. Near side to Briggs. Briggs stops the dribble. To Perez, now on the far side to Ellis. And the shot is no good, put up there by Fisher. He hits the deck. We get a whistle and a foul. Looks like that's going to be on Cody Schneider. The officials for this game, by the way, I had them written down here. All I got to do is find the sheet. that I wrote them on. And there they are. Peter Ebers, Jeff Ferentz, and Derek Hill are the officiating crew. Hilbert inbounding underneath the Alfred State basket. Nevada Eldridge out of Cheektowaga and driving. Oh, what a block there by Schneider. Cody Schneider from Belmont, New York, with the big block, and the ball will stay with Alfred State.
That was a nice block, you got to admit, especially when they come in and it squats it out to the right over to the bench, and your team gets pumped up with things like that.
Schneider into the corner to Ryan Rosa, and a nice pass back to Schneider. Makes a move, puts it up, no good. Blocked by Nevada Eldridge, and Tyrese Fisher comes back the other way for Hilbert, hands it off to Shaheem Ellis. Ellis will drive down the lane, he's cut off. Good defense there. Now Eldridge almost has it taken away by Schneider. Gets it back to Fisher. Fisher looking for a teammate or a shot, can't find either just yet. Still got it, bounce pass into the corner, gets the ball back, puts up the three. Off the front rim, no good. Rebound taken down, put up and in by Edward Perez. And it's tied at 2, and Perez will go to the free throw line to try and make it a 3-2 game.
Great job on the offensive rebounds there by Perez. He's the second leading scorer on this team with 14.2 points per game. And Hilbert finally gets on the board here with 3:50 already into this game. Or I'm sorry, just over 3 minutes into this game.
Cody Schneider comes down with the rebound. Into the front court comes Alfred State, Paris Jamison to Ryan Rosa. And now here's Schneider again, spinning on Eldridge. Puts up a shot, no good. Eldridge gets the rebound, gets it to Fisher, and Hilbert will push it up the floor.
Eldridge twice defensively has come up big there for Hilbert.
Schneider and Eldridge, two big guys. They'll work it down to Perez, and he'll get it back to Eldridge. He'll put up a jump shot off the iron, no good, and it goes off the hand of Paris Jamison and out of bounds, so the ball will go over to Hilbert.
Stu, it seems like Hilbert's really using almost the entire shot clock. Have you seen that? Like really going down before that shot goes up.
Briggs, now Fisher, far side to Ellis. He's cut off, gets it out back to Fisher. Now Perez, near side to Eldridge. Gets it back to Briggs. He puts it up, no good, and he got a second chance, and either he or a teammate put that one in, and it's 4-2 Hilbert.
And Hilbert has won the offensive rebound so far in this game. That's really why they have a lead right now.
Michael Miller, back to Schneider, near side to Perry. Dylan Perry. Schneider thought about the three, instead he'll drive down the lane, lay it up and in. Cody Schneider with a nice bucket there to tie it at 4. Tyrese Fisher. Edward Perez, Shaheem Ellis. Right back to Karan Briggs. The shot is no good off the back iron. Rebound taken down by Ryan Rosa. Into the front court. Michael Miller for 3. Good. 7-4, Alfred State. Now Hilbert coming back the other way. The ball gets knocked out of bounds. It'll go off of Hilbert's Shaheem Ellis. It'll be Alfred State ball. Alfred will bring the ball up the floor. Dylan Perry. And the ball, that was kind of odd. Went off the hands of Nevada Eldridge. It was almost like Perry had thrown him a pass. And maybe they hadn't blown the whistle to start the play because it looks like the ball may stay with Alfred State. Eldridge was shocked that the ball came his way. And I don't blame him. I was surprised too. So I don't know exactly what happened there, but Alfred State will maintain possession. We're going to get our first substitution as Justin Pompey out of Buffalo comes into the game, will come into the game at the next stoppage of play. Paris Jamison, far side, and Schneider with the ball, spinning on Eldridge, kicks it out for the easy layup to Paris Jamison.
Schneider, he's been big down in the paint early, right? And if he's getting covered, he's looking for the open man.
There's a steal by Michael Miller, and he lays it up. No good. He missed it, but Johnny on the spot to put it back in is Ryan Rosa, and we'll get our first timeout of the game. Alfred State 11, Hilbert 4. You're watching Hilbert Hawks College basketball on Buffalo Sports Page.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA.
So Alfred State jumps out to a quick early lead. Justin Pompey played his high school basketball in Buffalo, spent some time at Damon, and I think after COVID took some time off and is now here at Hilbert, and he has the ball in his hands for the Hawks. Bounce pass to Jamal Demery, now on the far side. Back to Ellis. Ellis takes the shot. The jump shot is good, and it's 11-6. And now here comes Dylan Perry for the Pioneers. Perry to Michael Miller. Cross court to Paris Jamison. Now on the far side, it's Ryan Rosa. Back to Miller. Miller, double team, gets away from it. Nice pass there. No foul underneath. Great defense by Hilbert. Pompey comes out of there with the ball and gets it to Ellis on the far side. Ellis to Pompey. And he stops, puts up the bank shot. Can't get the roll, but the rebound put up no good by Perez. Hilbert still has it. Pompey finally puts it up and in, and it's 11-8. So some great work there by Hilbert. And now it's Alfred State back the other way to Schneider. Schneider, far side, the three-pointer off the back iron, no good by Rosa. Coming back the other way is Briggs, and he kind of overplayed it, puts it up, no good. Schneider got a block, ball still loose. Schneider had the block and a rebound for Alfred State. So Schneider making his presence felt underneath. Now he gets the ball back from Rosa to Perry. Oh, Perry, what a move. Running one-hander off the iron, no good. Jamal Demery gets the rebound, gets it to Justin Pompey. Pompey almost slipped, stayed on his feet, gets it to Perez. Schneider defending him. Now Shaheem Ellis. Back to Pompey on the far side. Pompey drives down the lane, puts up the short shot off the front iron, no good. Tipped up in the air by Schneider. Comes down to Perry, and he'll move it into the front court. Gets a pick from Schneider, the little give and go. Nice play, laid up and in by Cody Schneider. Very well done there by Alfred State. They have a 5-point lead at 13-8. Now Hilbert back the other way with Pompey dribbling. Pompey thought about a long-range three. Instead, he'll pass it to Ellis. Back to Jamal Demery. Demery spinning through the lane, kicks it out to the corner. The long shot is off the iron by Perez. And coming down with the rebound is Sonny Williams, is Paris Jamison. And he'll lay it up and in for the two-pointer, make it a 15-8 lead for Alfred State. Now Pompey back the other way. Pompey to Ellis. Gets a pick from Demery. Ellis to Perez. Now a three-pointer that's off the back iron, no good by Briggs. We get a whistle and a foul, and that'll go to Alfred State. We're going to get some more substitutions here. 11:23 to go here in the first half. So it'll be Alfred State ball. Avery Cunningham into the game, as is Eljamas Seymour. So both coaches working their benches here. And now we have numbers. We don't have a number 0 for Hilbert. Excuse me, that's Alfred State, so I do. It's Emmanuel Lieutenant. Excuse me, my bad. Lieutenant into the corner. Michael Miller, the shot, good for 3. Michael Miller drains the three, and it's a 10-point lead for Alfred State. Back the other way, Seymour, far side, spinning away, Eric Jackson to Seymour. Now this is Pompey with the ball, drives down the lane, is cut off, kicks it out to Ellis. His three is Eric Jansen. That was 3, 18-11. Well, the pace has really picked up here. Zy Switzer hands it off to Ryan Rosa into the corner. Switzer back out to Lieutenant. Lieutenant gets a pick, kicks it out to Miller, drives the baseline, running one-hander, no good. And there's a foul on the play, an offensive foul, and that'll be Hilbert ball.
You're right, Stu. This pace has just been unbelievable. But I'll tell you, what's kept so far Hilbert in this game, to me, is Edward Perez. He has just been unbelievable on those boards. He's gone to the bench right now, but he really has been pivotal of keeping Hilbert in this game.
So now it's Hilbert ball. Jackson on the far side, drives, lays it up and in. Nicely done by Eric Johnson out of Queens Village, New York. And that'll bring us to a timeout. Timeout on the floor. Alfred State 18, Hilbert 13. You're watching Hilbert Hawks College basketball on Buffalo Sports Page.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA, with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics.
Or an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs. More information about our Buffalo office is available at logisticsplus.com/Buffalo. Stay up to date on the latest Section 6 and Monsignor Martin Association events.
We're back at Hilbert College, where Alfred State will inbound the ball. Paris Jamison to Michael Miller. And now it's Lieutenant bringing the ball up the floor, guarded by Sonny Williams. Good battle there. Lieutenant instead will hand it off to Rosa. Rosa into the corner, back to Miller. Miller cross-court pass to Zy Switzer. He'll hand it off to Lieutenant. 10 seconds on the shot clock for Alfred State. They'll dump it down low to Paris Jamison, and he will draw the foul. Sonny Williams out of Hollywood, Florida, fouled him. They called that in the act of shooting, so he'll get a couple of free throws here. We're in the second part of the first half, under 10 minutes remaining in the first half. Jamison makes the first free throw. We're going to get a couple of more changes. Schneider and Eldridge set to check back in for their respective teams.
And I like this move there by Hilbert, too, because they're bringing back in their big man, right? Number 40, Nevada Eldridge. He was, remember, early in this game, had some big defense when he was actually playing Snyder one-on-one.
Well, Eldridge couldn't quite save it. Jamison gets it to Lieutenant. To Schneider with the big man Eldridge guarding the other big man, Jamison. Under 10 on the shot clock. Cunningham into the corner. Jamison puts up a three off the iron, no good. Jamel Demery gets the rebound for Hilbert. And just like that, they're back in the front court. Demery, far side, three-pointer, good by Sonny Williams. And look at that steal off the inbounds. Eric Jansen with the steal, gets a shot off, wouldn't fall, but he does draw the foul. Great play there by Eric Jackson. That's the team's fourth foul on Alfred State. Eric Jackson at the free throw line for 2 shots. That was one of those plays that'll bring the crowd up out of their seats had it gone in. He misses the first free throw.
Large benches, and we've already seen both teams really utilize their bench very nicely so far in this game, and especially because, Stu, you've alluded to it, about halfway through this half, we've really seen the pace pick up, right? And when you see the pace pick up, you've got to make sure that you've got a good substitution process.
Second free throw is good, 19-17. Alfred State leads this one. Perry brings, Dylan Perry brings it up. Three-pointer from the corner, no good by Switzer, and Hilbert gets the rebound. Ahead on the far side to Eric Jackson. Drives down the lane, puts it up, no good, no foul. Rebound saved by Demery, and he gets it to Williams. Williams to Pompey to Jackson. Jackson puts it on the floor, he gets it to Demery, he spins, he shoots and scores. Jamal Demery, and we're tied at 19. Dylan Perry into the front court to Michael Miller, back to Perry. Now Perry with it again, long range three. Off the back iron, no good. Jackson comes down with the rebound for the Hilbert Hawks. Now Demery drives, stops, shoots, and gets the roll. And Hilbert gets the lead, 21-19. So back and forth they go. Michael Miller brings it into the front court. Miller stops the dribble and finds Switzer. Back to Miller, far side to Perry. One more time to Miller. Now Switzer, far side Perry, puts up the three. Good! Dylan Perry. And it's 22-21, Alfred State. And we're under 8 minutes. That means there's a timeout on the floor. Alfred State 22, Hilbert 21. You're watching Hilbert Hawks College basketball on Buffalo Sports Page.
Team West Her, together for the holidays. Open them up, boys.
Mercedes?
BMW.
We thought the limit was $25.
This one's mine, right? Seriously? Club covers?
It's supposed to be all of us. They're handmade.
And the best gift ever. I love it.
Go Team West Her.
What does it mean when people say America is a land of opportunity?
It means the power to discover,
To redefine yourself.
To improve yourself.
to challenge yourself.
To realize there's more in you
Than you ever knew.
that you could do.
It means giving people an open field to explore what they do best.
With the best tools,
The best training.
the best technology in the world.
We bring out the best in the people who serve.
So you can be all you can be.
Back at Hilbert, the Hawks trail Alfred State 22-21. Already a lot of back and forth in this game, played at a very high pace. Hilbert looking to improve on their 4-2 record, and Alfred State looking to improve on their 2-4 record. And it's Hilbert ball. Justin Pompey out of Buffalo, New York, will bring the ball up the floor. Gets it to Demery. Demery, far side to Williams. Williams goes through traffic, gets it back out to Pompey. Now back to Williams. To Pompey, little pitch and catch there. To Sonny Williams, 6 seconds on the shot clock. Williams puts up a three off the iron, no good. Demery comes down with the rebound, and that's swatted away from Sonny Williams as he tried to put up a shot. No foul there, but the ball will stay with Hilbert. Coming up at halftime, we'll have an interview with Tim Seil, the athletic director here at Hilbert. Find out a little bit something about the direction of the athletic department. Eldridge with Schneider guarding him. Pompey now gets it to Jackson. Eric Jackson, far side. Three is off the iron by Williams, and then put up and in by Demery off the rebound. And they turn it over, Alfred State does. Well, they're going to say that ball was tipped and went out of bounds. Which way is it going to go? This one
It's going to go Alfred State.
Yeah, it's going to
say exactly what you said. Went off his hand.
Made the same motion as an umpire makes for a foul tip, except this went off a fingertip or the hand, and Hilbert does not care.
Oh, they just changed it.
Wow. Okay, and now the Alfred State bench is unhappy.
Didn't matter which way you were going to go. It was going to make somebody unhappy, right?
Isn't that the truth? Demery will now inbound. Hilbert leading this one by 1. Demery to Pompey. Pompey, Demery, and Eldridge goes up and in. That's a true power move right there. Took it right to Schneider. And Schneider can do the same to him and has done it earlier in the game. 25-22, Hilbert by 3. Perry for the Pioneers to Miller. Miller on the far side to Jamison. His shot is up and no good. Kept alive by Schneider. Keeps the possession into the corner for Jamison. Back to Schneider. Schneider with Eldridge on him. Kicks it out to Perry. Down to Miller. Miller, our corner to Jamison. And Lieutenant. Now it's Schneider. He'll put up a 3. Good. Cody Schneider, a big-time 3 to tie it at 25.
Off balance, too. Did you see that? Decided, hesitated a minute, went a little bit off balance, and knocked it down right there.
Tied at 25. Pompey for Hilbert with the ball. And his pass is intercepted. Miller has it for Alfred State. Bounce pass for Rosa. And he tries to go down the lane, but will draw the foul. And it looks like it's on Sonny Williams. And we will get Dylan Perry at the free throw line. Oh no, no free throws here. Rosa will inbound for Alfred State to Schneider. Now it's Rosa one more time to Paris Jamison. Now Perry. Perry. Short jump shot, no good, and coming down with the rebound is Hilbert. And almost a steal by Miller, and he gets the ball. Nice play there. Good aggressive play by Michael Miller.
Miller and Schneider has absolutely been the key right now to Alfred State. You saw this was a big changeover right now where a lot of the starters got back into the game for Hilbert.
Demery comes in. Eldridge goes out for Hilbert. Rosa inbounds it to Perry. Now Jamison back to Miller. Schneider one more time, puts it on the floor, drives right down the lane, lays it up and in. He saw that Eldridge was out, just took it right to the basket. 27-25, Alfred State. Perez back in the game. Karan Briggs, far side to Eric Jackson, and he gets it back to Briggs. Now Jackson one more time, he'll pull it out a little bit, and they'll reset their offense. Fisher. Now into the corner, the three-pointer is good by Edward Perez, and it's 27-27.
I'll tell you, he's been big. He really has for this team. Comes off the bench and right away makes an impact again.
So Schneider driving, spinning, kicks it to the corner. Jamison, oh, and that was knocked off his hand. It looked like it actually rolled up his arm and went out of bounds.
That's exactly it.
That's because it was knocked out of bounds. So Jackson goes out for Hilbert. Shaheem Ellis comes back in. Perry will inbound for Alfred State. And he will send it back to Miller. Miller has a wide open lane. He'll kick it out to Rosa, and he'll dump it down low, put up and in by Jamison. I heard Miller hit the deck, sounded pretty hard.
Yeah, so did Demery too.
And now Fisher hands it off to Ellis. Ellis near side to Briggs. Briggs to Perez. Far side to Fisher. Fisher into the corner to Briggs. His shot is no good. Schneider comes down with the rebound. He's had a ton already. To Perry into the front court. Back to Miller. Thought about passing it to Schneider. He'll keep it himself. He'll drive, spin, had it knocked away. Great hustle play there. And somehow they got it to Perry. Schneider, Johnny on the spot. Gets it back to Perry. Thought about the three. Driving down the lane, laying it up and in is Rosa, and he draws the foul. Ryan Rosa with a great play there to make it 31-27, Alfred State. Karan Briggs, his first foul, and that'll put Rosa on the free throw line.
Nice drive. Really got into the paint nicely, finished nicely. That was a big drive right there. You could see it was because relentlessly on the offense they didn't give up, and that was a reason why that shot was absolutely an opportunity for the Alfred State team.
Rosa makes the free throw, and it's 32-27, a 5-point lead for the Pioneers. Now Fisher to Perez. Perez lost the handle briefly, got it back, sends it out to Fisher, and he'll put it on the floor. Fisher back to Perez. He'll take the jumper off the iron. No good. Perry skies for the rebound. And I think they called a foul on Eric Jansen of Hilbert.
They did. Actually, no, I think they called it on Shaheem Ellis.
Okay. Definitely a foul on Hilbert. We'll put it that way. Keeps us both out of trouble that way. Into the front court, Miller for Alfred State. To Jamison. To Perry. Gets a pick from Schneider. Oh, nice little give and go into the corner. Miller for three. Good. I think that was a two. Oh, no, it's a three. The official put his arms up. 35-27. Now Fisher. A little bit of a run here for Alfred State. Into the corner for Ellis. Now to Demery. Demery puts it up. No good. Fisher gets the rebound. There's a foul underneath. A lot of physical play underneath there, especially when Schneider and Eldridge are involved, and that'll put Tyrese Fisher out of Elmira, New York, on the free throw line. So far, we have not seen, this will be a familiar name to those of us who follow high school basketball in Western New York. Andy Herrick from Salamanca has yet to be in the game. Fisher misses the first free throw. You and I did a bunch of Andy Herrick games at Buffalo State the past couple of seasons. He had an outstanding career at Salamanca.
Him and Lucas Brown, right, was his big partner. And Lucas Brown, we just called his games in football.
That's right. Fisher makes the free throw, 35-28, a 7-point lead. Paris Jamison hands it off to Ryan Rosa. Rosa comes to the near side, gets it to Dylan Perry. Perry, short jump shot, has it blocked by Demery, and Hilbert gets the ball, and they'll push it immediately up the floor with Fisher to Perez, to Briggs, and we got a whistle and a blocking foul called against Paris Jamison. And Hilbert will inbound underneath the basket. Zy Switzer comes back in. Dylan Perry goes out for Alfred State. So Hilbert will inbound underneath the basket they are attacking. Tyrese Fisher will inbound, and he'll get it to Demery. Demery, tied up by Miller, gets it to Perez. Perez to Fisher for Hilbert. Fisher. Now Briggs with the three, and it's 35-31. Big three-pointer by Karan Briggs.
It's a big reason why Bridge actually averages 15.3 points per game. He shows it right there.
Now Alfred State into the front court with Miller. Miller to Perry. Perry spin move, and he's tied up beautifully by Ellis, and the ball goes out of bounds. That's a great defensive play. No foul. No shot. And Alfred State will just have to inbound the ball. Zy Switzer, Rochester Eastridge High School. And the pass to Miller. He's cut off. Comes to Schneider. Gets it to Rosa. Back to Schneider. Long range three. No good. Off the iron. Fisher comes away with the loose ball. Off the iron into the front court. Goes off his hands. Ellis will save it for Hilbert. Now on the far side to Briggs. Briggs to Demery. Demery, short jump shot, around and out. And Perez gets the rebound and scores. Nicely done by Edward Perez.
He's done it all the first half. That's been the guy that I've been pointing to that has really kept the Hawks in it and now got it to a 2-point game. I love what he's doing on the boards.
35-33. Perry for Alfred State. Stops to Miller. He'll put up a three. Good. 38-33. Final 30 seconds of the first half. Demery to Fisher, who will bring it into the front court. I would imagine Hilbert will play for one final shot here. Under 20, under 15. Fisher holding on to the ball here. Fisher gets it back. Ellis for three. Good, and a foul. Shaheem Ellis, 38-36, and he'll go to the free throw line. He was fouled on a three-pointer. So Ellis to the free throw line with just under 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. What a half. I want to remind everybody we'll have an interview with Tim Seil, the athletic director here at Hilbert, coming up at halftime. One shot for Shaheem Ellis. He can make this a 1-point game, and he does. Now Alfred State with the inbounds to Perry on the far side. Bringing it up the floor, that's Lieutenant, excuse me, and the ball goes off his foot out of bounds. He wanted a foul, but it'll be Hilbert ball. Less than 1 second remaining, 0.8 seconds. Well, stranger things have happened, Tom. You and I have seen it. So Hilbert to inbound. Fisher will take a long shot. That's no good, and the buzzer had sounded. We're going to take a quick break. At halftime, it's Alfred State 38, Hilbert 37. And we'll be back with Tim Seil unless you want to add something before we go.
No, good. I think we got to leave it now to the athletic director. He's got the story to tell.
All right, 38-37, Alfred State leads Hilbert at halftime. You're watching Hilbert College basketball on the Buffalo Sports page.
Team West Her, together for the holidays. Open them up, boys.
Mercedes?
BMW. We thought the limit was $25.
This one's mine, right? Seriously? Club covers?
It's supposed to be all of us. They're handmade.
And the best gift ever. I love it.
Go Team West Her.
What does it mean when people say America is a land of opportunity?
It means the power to discover,
To redefine yourself.
To improve yourself.
to challenge yourself.
To realize there's more in you
Than you ever knew.
that you could do.
It means giving people an open field to explore what they do best.
With the best tools,
The best training.
the best technology in the world.
We bring out the best in the people who serve.
So you can be all you can be.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics.
Or an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs. More information about our Buffalo office is available at logisticsplus.com/Buffalo.
Western New York Immediate Care's new locations are now open. Whether you've suffered a minor injury or just aren't feeling well, Western New York Immediate Care provides safe, quick, high-quality care at an affordable cost. Our clinicians are trained to diagnose and treat non-life-threatening injuries and illnesses, and are equipped with on-site x-ray and labs to help you feel better, faster. With 4 convenient locations open 7 days a week, Western New York Immediate Care is here to help when and where you need us. Visit us online to learn more.
Do you insure a lot of businesses?
Yes, we do.
How about restaurants?
We got a bunch.
Do you cover property damage?
Yes, we do.
How about my equipment?
Covered.
How about sewer backup?
We got it.
What if my cook gets hurt?
They're covered.
Foodborne illnesses?
Covered.
What if my party tent goes down?
Covered under property damage.
And you say this is all under one policy?
One policy.
When do I pay?
Once a month.
Just one time?
Just one.
Is there anything you don't cover?
What's your record for consecutive questions asked?
31.
Tables. We don't do tables.
Gotta love Buffalo.
For more information, visit www.paulwolfagency.com. You're watching another live stream production by 300 Level Media, LLC. 300 Level Media can highlight your business by incorporating commercials, live reads, and corporate logos throughout our WNY Athletics events. WNY Athletics is the premier high school sports streaming service in New York State, covering regular season contests through the state championships and everything in between, with over 1 million views annually. You can find more information about advertising on any of our platforms at wnyathletics.com/become a sponsor.
Welcome back to Hilbert College. I'm Stu Boyer along with Tim Seil, the athletic director here at Hilbert. And Tim, tell me about where you are. It's your second year here. Where is your athletic program and how close is it to where you want it to be right now?
It's a good question, Stu. And one of the things, as you mentioned, I've been here for 2 years, and we've really grown our program over the last, I would say, 3 years. We've added a number of different sports. We've added football, we've added women's hockey, we've added men's and women's track and field, and with that, we've really grown our student athlete population. When I first started here, we were at about 180 student athletes, and now we're over 300. We're at 315 this past fall, and we expect to continue to grow it. And that comes with those new sports. That comes with more full-time coaches, which we've gotten the resources within our athletic department to continue to grow that. So really, really excited about the direction we're going in. Obviously, there's still some things we want to keep doing, right? There's still some facility stuff so we want to build. There's still some things in terms of full-time coaches and different things like that. We've grown exponentially, but we want to continue that path and we want to continue to grow. I think the next big project for us, which we started to make a lot of headway on, is an outdoor field on campus. So we're really, really excited about that. An outdoor turf field that can house all of our outdoor sports teams.
So 2 to 5 years down the road, how much bigger do you anticipate this athletic program being?
So right now we have 18 sports. I could see us potentially adding a couple more down the road, but we want to have the infrastructure to be able to do that. We want to have the coaches in place. We want to have the support staff in place to be able to give the student athletes a good experience. So as I mentioned, we hope to have about 350 student athletes this coming fall, and then we hope to be over 400 at some point in time within the next, again, 3 to 5 years, which would be huge for our department and huge for our school and the overall health of our campus in general.
Tell me a little bit about the football program. Every school wants a football program, and that's kind of like the flagship program for every school. What is the state of your football program, and what needs to improve?
For sure. So this was our second year this past year, and we played a varsity schedule the first 2 years, which is something that not a lot of schools do right off the bat. So we played varsity teams right off the bat. So we basically swam in the deep end right away. So we've essentially are growing the program and kind of building it as we're flying it, or building the plane as we're flying it. We're really excited this coming year. We're going to go into the Empire 8, so we're going to be with schools within our region. So we're going to play a conference schedule for the first time. Our coaching staff has done a really, really good job. We have Ted Edgar, who's our football coach. He's going to be entering his second year next year, so we're really, really excited about that. And he's continuing to develop a plan. So it's going to take time. Football it's challenging, right? So there's been some growing pains that have gone along with that, but overall we're really, really excited about the progress of our football program and in establishing it as we move into the Empire 8 in 2024.
How difficult is it for smaller schools to generate outside interest in the school athletic programs?
It's difficult, but I'm very lucky at Hilbert. Our school and our administration on campus really support our athletic program. They understand how important that is to the success of our team in general. But it's things like this. It's things like bringing Western New York athletics in to do our events, so different people in the Western New York community who might not hear about Hilbert continue to understand what we're all about, how we're growing as a program and a department. So that's really, really important to me, being able to get our name out there and name recognition. So the support that you guys just being here is huge for us. And then we run a really robust summer camp. Our men's and women's basketball camps have been around for almost 40 years or 40 plus years. So they've done a really good job getting our name out there in the Western New York community, and we've started to do that in other sports as well. So the more we can do that, the more momentum we can gain with our facilities and our on-campus atmosphere, I think is critical to our long-term success.
All right. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much, Stu. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Tim. Tim Seil, athletic director here at Hilbert. Tom Prince and I will be back with the second half with Alfred State leading by 1. We'll be back with the second half after this short break.
Team West Her, together for the holidays. Open them up, boys.
Mercedes?
BMW. We thought the limit was $25.
This one's mine, right? Seriously? Club covers?
It's supposed to be all of us. They're handmade.
And the best gift ever. I love it.
Go Team West Her.
What does it mean when people say America is a land of opportunity?
It means the power to discover,
To redefine yourself.
To improve yourself.
to challenge yourself.
To realize there's more in you
Than you ever knew.
that you could do.
It means giving people an open field to explore what they do best.
With the best tools,
The best training.
the best technology in the world.
We bring out the best in the people who serve.
So you can be all you can be.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work with a strong
Team West Her. Together for the holidays. Open them up, boys.
Mercedes?
BMW. We thought the limit was 25 bucks.
This one's mine, right? Seriously? Club covers?
It's supposed to be all of us. They're handmade.
And the best gift ever. I love it.
Go Team West Her.
What does it mean when people say America is a land of opportunity?
It means the power to discover,
To redefine yourself.
To improve yourself.
to challenge yourself.
To realize there's more in you
Than you ever knew.
that you could do.
It means giving people an open field to explore what they do best.
With the best tools,
The best training.
the best technology in the world.
We bring out the best in the people who serve.
So you can be all you can be.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics.
Or an efficient personal approach for all of your transportation needs. More information about our Buffalo office is available at logisticsplus.com/Buffalo.
Western New York Immediate Care's new locations are now open. Whether you've suffered a minor injury or just aren't feeling well, Western New York Immediate Care provides safe, quick, high-quality care at an affordable cost. Our clinicians are trained to diagnose and treat non-life-threatening injuries and illnesses and are equipped with on-site x-ray and labs to help you feel better, faster. With 4 convenient locations open 7 days a week, Western New York Immediate Care is here to help when and where you need us. Visit us online to learn more.
Do you insure a lot of businesses?
Yes, we do.
How about restaurants?
We got a bunch.
Do you cover property damage?
Yes, we do.
How about my equipment?
Covered.
How about sewer backup?
We got it.
What if my cook gets hurt?
They're covered.
Foodborne illnesses?
Covered.
What if my party tent goes down?
Covered under property damage.
And you say this is all under one policy?
One policy.
When do I pay?
Once a month.
Just one time?
Just one.
Is there anything you don't cover?
What's your record for consecutive questions asked?
31.
Tables. We don't do tables.
Gotta love Buffalo.
For more information, visit www.paulwolfagency.com. You're watching another live stream production by 300 Level Media LLC. 300 Level Media can highlight your business by incorporating commercials, live reads, and corporate logos throughout our WNY Athletics events. WNY Athletics is the premier high school sports streaming service in New York State, covering regular season contests through the state championships and everything in between, with over 1 million views annually. You can find more information about advertising on any of our platforms at WNYathletics.com/become a sponsor.
Hi, my name is Lisa Roosevelt, owner of the Rose Bar and Grill, located at 199 Scott Street, downtown Buffalo, in the heart of the city. great place, friendly atmosphere, have great drinks, have great food, and we have awesome customers. If you come to the Rose, I guarantee you, coming back.
There is now a way to stay up to date on the latest scores across Western New York. You can find more information at wnyathletics.com/scoreboard for the latest across Section 6 and Monsignor Martin Association events.
Welcome back to Hilbert College, where Alfred State leads the Hawks 38-37. Stu Boyer along with Tom Prince, and a 1-point half, Tom, that a lot of back and forth in that half.
It really is, but Stu, when's the last time you and I called a game together that there were 9 players that had points up on the board for a team in a half?
Never. I don't think we've ever seen that.
I mean, it's unbelievable, but right now Hilbert's led by points-wise. Perez with 6, Ellis with 6, and DeMary with 6. Oh, I'm sorry, and Jackson with 6. So you got 4 players with 6 points right there, and you got Briggs with 5. So you can see they're absolutely spreading the wealth. Eldridge is on the board with 2. You got Pompey on the board with 2. You've got Williams with 3. And then you got Fisher with 1. And those are your point scorers so far in the first half for Hilbert.
We're underway. Jamison with the bounce pass to Schneider. Schneider, oh, nice pass by Schneider, but Rosa either didn't see it or he couldn't corral it, and it's a turnover. So Hilbert will have the chance to take the lead right here as Fisher brings the ball up the floor for the Hawks. Now to Perez. Perez holds high over his head. To Ellis on the far side. Ellis takes this jumper. Off the iron, no good, loose ball, and put up, and Fisher missed the shot, and it went off the hands of Perez eventually and out of bounds, and this will be Alfred State ball. So the Pioneers will bring the ball back up the floor. Dylan Perry. Bounce pass to Schneider. And he'll get the ball back to Perry. Gets it to Michael Miller, had 4 3-pointers in the first half for his 12 points. Schneider cut off by Eldridge on the dribble drive. Rosa, bank shot, no good, around and out. Rebound put up, no good. Jamison had a chance at the rebound, that wouldn't go. Here's Fisher for Hilbert the other way. And it's Briggs. Briggs to Perez. And he puts it up and in. Nice play by Perez for 2. Rosa falling, trying to draw the foul. Didn't work. 39-38. Hilbert takes the lead. Now Schneider for Alfred State. Puts up the 3. Around and out. Loose ball. Oh, great effort by Rosa to save it. And he gets it out to Perez. Perez puts up the jump shot. Good. Nice shot there by Dylan Perry.
And I'll tell you, Stu, I also thought that was a great save right there for Rosa. Normally we throw it to the middle of the court like that. It's bad news, but it was good news in this time.
Eldridge. Bounce pass to Ellis. His shot won't go. Rosa comes down with the rebound. Ahead to Paris Jamison with the bounce pass for Schneider. The reverse layup is good. And it's 42-39. Alfred State. Really nice play there by the Pioneers. Fisher into the front court to Shaheem Ellis. Ellis. Now Fisher into the corner. Bounce pass. Here's Eldridge spinning on Schneider. Puts it up and in. Oh, wow, they really let him play there, Tom. Two big boys going at it. Wow.
But remember, they're down inside that paint. That close, it's tough to get a charge, especially when you're in that circle right there.
Now Schneider sets a pick. Schneider thought about the three, drives down the lane, puts it up, no good, but he draws the foul. He drew Eldridge out and went around Eldridge, drove down the lane, and drew the foul. That's the first foul of the second half.
And Eldridge, I tell you, I like his game so far. Remember early we talked about his defense really being the key. Now you're seeing his offense. You want that big guy down in the paint because he's got great moves right around the basket and showing exactly that. He'll put points up on the board.
Cody Schneider's first free throw is good. Make it 43-41.
That's his 10th point so far this game, and I'm going to tell you, I thought he had about 20 the first half, the way we were talking about him, you know? He came out so fast.
Yes. He's got at least one three-pointer, I think, maybe two.
He's got one three-pointer.
Okay, one. How many rebounds did at halftime?
He had 6 total rebounds.
Second free throw is no good off the back iron, but I think somebody from Hilbert jumped in early, so he'll get a chance to take that one again. So Schneider will have another free throw.
6 rebounds led the way for both teams. DeMary led the way for Hilbert with 3 offensive rebounds, 3 defensive rebounds for 6 total.
Second free throw is no good. Perez gets the rebound, and just like that, Hilbert is in the front court. Fisher to Briggs. It goes off his leg and out of bounds. Tough break for Hilbert there.
Stu, here's the stat which has kept Hilbert in this game. Offensive rebounds, Hilbert 12, Alfred State 3.
Ooh.
That's the reason why this is a 2-point game, and it could be more if Hilbert would capitalize.
So now Miller for Alfred State to Schneider. He'll put it on the floor. He'll drive. He'll get Eldridge up in the air, bank it up and in. 45-41. Nice play there by Schneider. Hilbert into the front court. Fisher with the ball. Still dribbling. Now to Briggs. And Briggs will take the jump shot. Off the iron, no good. Schneider hauls down the rebound. Miller up ahead for Perry. He'll spot up and take the 3. Around then out. Rebound battled for, and it comes to Briggs for Hilbert. Cross court pass to Ellis. Ellis to Fisher. Thought about the 3, pulled it down. Fisher gets a pick. Still doesn't take the shot. Ellis, he will take the 3, and it's no good. And the rebound comes to Alfred State. Back to Jamison. He'll drive right down the lane, put it up and in. Harris Jamison with the bucket. It's a 6-point lead. Hilbert will take a timeout, and so will we. 47-41, Alfred State. You're watching Hilbert Hawks College basketball on Buffalo Sports Page.
What does it mean when people say America is a land of opportunity?
It means the power to discover,
To redefine yourself.
To improve yourself.
to challenge yourself,
To realize there's more in you
Than you ever knew.
that you could do.
It means giving people an open field to explore what they do best.
With the best tools,
The best training.
the best technology in the world.
We bring out the best in the people who serve.
So you can be all you can be.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics.
For an efficient personal approach for all of your transportation needs, more information about our Buffalo office is available at logisticsplus.com/Buffalo.
Stu Boyer and Tom Prince back at Hilbert College, where the Hawks find themselves down 6 to Alfred State. The Hilbert Lady Hawks lost to Alfred State in the first game of our doubleheader tonight.
And that was a thriller. Boy, that 3-pointer at the very end, it really could have gone in. It was that close. And they came rearing back. Started out really slow, and then came rearing back in that game. They wish they could start off a little faster, and that may have been a different outcome.
So now Fisher into the front court for Jackson, for Hilbert. Jackson to Sonny Williams on the far side. Williams working on Miller to Jackson. Thought about the three. Instead, he'll drive. And the whistle blows. There's a blocking foul called against Paris Jamison of Alfred State. That's his third. Keep an eye on that. Jamison has spent a lot of time on the floor. Hilbert will inbound it, and they will get it to Sonny Williams. He'll put it up. No good. Schneider comes down with another rebound. Michael Miller into the front court to Perry on the far side. Back to Schneider. He puts up the number one finger as they want to run a certain play. Schneider will put the ball on the floor, spin, pass it off to Perry. It goes off right through his hands and out of bounds. It'll be Hilbert ball.
On that last one, I would have loved to seen, though, Williams finish that stronger. Did you see when he turned around? I thought he could have went up real hard to the basket and unfortunately kind of finessed it up, and it went out, kind of lost control as he went up with the ball and bounces off the glass and goes over to Alfred State. But that's 2 points that I know Hilbert definitely wants back right there.
Avery Cunningham into the game for Alfred State. Fisher now with the ball for Hilbert. We get a whistle and foul, an offensive foul on Hilbert. Sonny Williams is called for the foul. Well, that's interesting. You wish he was more aggressive down the other way.
Yeah, on that one, the previous one.
Yes, and then he gets called for a foul this way. Cunningham hands it off to Perry. Our side to Miller. Bounce pass to Schneider. Eldridge guarding him. The two big men bang. Rosa stops the dribble. Gets it to Perry. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Long range three off the iron. No good. Perez skies for the rebound for the Hawks. Jackson brings it into the front court. Here's Perez for three. Off the iron. No good. Schneider gets the rebound. I think that should put him pretty close to double digits if he isn't already on rebounds. Schneider drives right down the lane. Takes it to Eldridge. Stops. Spins. Puts up the bank shot. Won't go. Eldridge gets the rebound. And I think Schneider fouled him, kind of knocked him down.
He did great defense there by Eldridge again. He really has shown great job in the paint on the defensive side of the ball.
Logan Dunbar comes into the game as Schneider comes out and gets a word from head coach Jack Dignan. And it's Hilbert ball. Justin Pompey. Bounce pass to Perez. Perez to Jackson. And Jackson drives down the lane. His shot is blocked. And here comes Alfred State back the other way. Cunningham hands it off to Rosa. Far side to Perry. Perry with Jackson guarding him. Gets it to Logan Dunbar. Bounce pass to Perry. And he puts it up and in to make it 49-41 in favor of Alfred State.
That's the first 2 points in a while. We really had a drought there from both teams.
Now Jackson coming back the other way for Hilbert. And Pompey. And Nathan Moore, we get a whistle and another foul, and this will go against Alfred State. Dylan Perry picks up the foul. And Hilbert will inbound underneath the basket they are attacking. It'll be Justin Pompey with the inbounds pass. Pompey looking for a teammate. Perry making it difficult. Finally gets it to Demery. Now Demery back to Pompey to Nathan Moore. He'll take the jump shot off the front iron. No good. Pompey hustles after the rebound. His shot is no good. Cunningham gets the rebound. Ahead for Perry. Back to Cunningham. Cunningham with the bounce pass to Logan Dunbar. And oh, what a shot put up and in by Avery Cunningham. Great play there. It's a 10-point lead for Alfred State. Demery. Jackson. Long range three is good by Nathan Moore. Huge three-pointer, 51-44. Alfred State, and a timeout is called on the floor. Alfred State by 7. You're watching Hilbert College Hawks basketball on Buffalo Sports Page.
What does it mean when people say America is a land of opportunity?
It means the power to discover,
To redefine yourself.
To improve yourself.
to challenge yourself.
To realize there's more in you
Than you ever knew.
that you could do.
It means giving people an open field to explore what they do best.
With the best tools,
The best training.
the best technology in the world.
We bring out the best in the people who serve.
So you can be all you can be.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics.
Play back underway here at Hilbert. Alfred State inbounds it to Michael Miller, and he's double teamed in the backcourt. He'll pass it on the far side to Avery Cunningham. Now Miller will get it back to Logan Dunbar. Dunbar puts it on the floor. There's a collision, and Perry comes up with the ball for Alfred State. Good break there. Perry tries to split two defenders, loses the ball. Demery gets it into the front court to Jackson. Nathan Moore back to Jackson. The ball's tipped, comes to Pompey. Now Jackson one more time spinning, kicks it into the corner to Perez. His shot is good for 2, and it's 51-46. Suddenly a 5-point game again. Rosa to Perry to Cunningham. Pompey guarding him. Bounce pass to Dunbar. Dunbar near side to Cunningham, back to Perry. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Perry spins, you get a whistle, and that's going to go against Hilbert. Nathan Moore commits the foul, that's his first. Now Schneider comes back in for Alfred State. Dunbar goes out. Lieutenant comes back in, Emmanuel Lieutenant out of Rochester's Eastridge High School. And Lieutenant will inbound. Looking for a man. Gets it to Michael Miller with Nathan Moore guarding him. Miller hands it off to Parrish Jamison, running one-hander, no good, but he draws the foul. He got hit on the hand. So he'll go to the free throw line while the fouls feel like they're starting to pile up. That's the 4th team foul on Hilbert as Parrish Jamison is on the free throw line.
Tell you, the one guy I'm looking to see how much longer he sits on, I think he's got to get back in this game, is Eldridge. Right? He was the guy that in the middle that really stopped everything, right? That really was making sure nothing happened at the basket. That's the guy I'm looking at that I don't know how much longer you can keep him on that bench.
Parrish Jamison's first free throw is good, and so is the second one, and it's a 53-46 lead for Alfred State. Pompey in the backcourt with Lieutenant guarding him. Into the front court. Pompey to Jackson. Bank shot, good. 53-48. Nice play there.
Yeah, wait. Let the defender go past you, then go up to the basket.
Miller puts it on the floor. On the far side to Jamison. Now back to Lieutenant. This is Schneider with it. And Lieutenant might have gotten away with a step. Now he puts up a 3. Good. Emmanuel Lieutenant makes it 56-48.
Did a great job backstep. You see that backstep he took to make sure he went deeper for the 3?
Pompey. Nathan Moore. And Perez makes a nice move, puts it up and in. Boy, Perez is having quite a game, or at least that's what it feels like. Rosa now. Cross court to Miller. The Lieutenant. Almost stolen by Demery. Instead it goes to Schneider. Back to Lieutenant. Gets around a pick from Schneider. Takes a short jump shot and scores. 58-50. Well, Lieutenant has buried his last 2 shots, a 3 and a 2. Pompey, Demery, Jackson. Perez back to Jackson. Near side to Pompey. Into the corner. Nathan Moore makes a move, puts up a shot and scores. Nathan Moore, his second bucket at least. And it's 58-52, under 10 minutes remaining in the second half. Miller, Lieutenant. Schneider. Perez guarding Schneider. Get it to Lieutenant for three. That one's off the iron, no good. But Paris Jamison gets the rebound. There's a jump ball afterward, and let's see which way is the arrow pointing. It points toward Hilbert. And Briggs comes back into the game for Nathan Moore for Hilbert.
Big job right there by Hilbert, because you gave up the offensive rebound, but you didn't give up on the play, caused the tie-up so you can get the ball back. That's how you don't give up. I really like that Hilbert caused something and still made it happen.
So Hilbert with the ball, down by 6. And Pompey to Perez, lost the handle, got it back. Oh, I think that was double dribble that they didn't call. Tipped up in the air, Schneider gets the rebound. He's clearly in double digits by now in terms of rebounds. And it's Alfred State with the ball, Lieutenant. And he turned it over to Jackson. Bounce pass ahead for Briggs. He'll put it up and in and draws the foul. Ron Briggs with the bucket. Make it 58-54. He's got a chance to make it a three-point game.
Euro step up and in off the glass. And boy, I got to tell you, the whole front row got up and were dancing on that one. They got hyped. Big there to get it to within a 4-point game. You can see it's been a drought right here for Hilbert, and boy, they're starting to come back because of their defense. Defense leading to offense.
Briggs at the free throw line. That free throw is good. We have a 3-point game.
Stu, how many times? I don't care what sport it is. Do we say defense leads your offense? It doesn't matter the sport, and we're talking about it again right here.
Yes, you are so right. Now Michael Miller. Ooh, he came very close to palming that. Now on the far side, Rosa to Schneider. Boy, Eldridge still hasn't come back in. Schneider down the lane, stops, gets it to Perry. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Good defense. Oh, and Pompey will bump Briggs, and then it'll be a foul on Pompey. As the shot clock was running out, unfortunately for Hilbert. Now inbounded to Miller. That's the 5th team foul on Hilbert. Schneider fakes the handoff to Miller. Now it's Miller with the ball. He'll stop and shoot and score. Michael Miller, and it's 60-55.
That mid-range outside jumper is where Miller's been hitting all day so far.
Briggs now to Jackson. Far side to Pompey. Pompey to Perez. Perez will put up a shot and score. Good shot by Perez. That's a 2. 60-57, and Hilbert will take a timeout with exactly 8 minutes remaining in the second half. You're watching Hilbert Hawks men's basketball on Buffalo Sports Page.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA, with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics.
Or an efficient personal approach for all of your transportation needs. More information about our Buffalo office is available at logisticsplus.com/Buffalo. Stay up to date on the latest scores across Western New York by visiting WNYathletics.com and use our interactive scoreboard for the latest across Section 6 and Monsignor Martin Association events.
Exactly 8 minutes remaining in the second half. A 3-point game. Alfred State leading Hilbert 60-57. And what a game this has been. Tom, this game has been played at an impressive pace from the opening tip.
Yeah, and that's what we said from the early on in this game. These benches were going to be big, right? And we've seen it, especially with Hilbert. When you got 10 different guys that have scored within one game, your bench is big. The question will be, right, but coach, who are my guys I want on the floor to finish this one off and go for a win? doesn't matter, right, whether you started. It doesn't matter whether you came off the bench. It's how you finish and who's on the floor when you finish.
So Alfred State will inbound. Ryan Rosa inbounds it to Michael Miller. Hilbert putting on some pressure in the back court. And they'll pick up Rosa at half court. Demery will hand it off to Perry. Bounce pass to Schneider. The big man will just keep it for a moment. Oh, there's a reach-in foul on Perez. He tried to steal the ball away from the big man. Instead, he got a piece of his arm. And it's a foul. That's the sixth foul on Hilbert. And Perry will inbound. No, he won't. It'll be Ryan Rosa on the inbound. Quick change there. They'll send it into the backcourt to Michael Miller. And he'll bring it back to the front court and hand it off to Paris Jamison. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Jamison hands it off to Miller for three. That one's off the back iron. No good. Rebound Perez. So Hilbert with an opportunity, trailing by 3 to tie it. Perez, stolen by Miller, but he can't keep the ball inbounds. Great effort, but either he stepped out of bounds or the ball went out of bounds or both. Great effort.
I think he went out of bounds, and then as he did, he touched the ball, right? Otherwise, it would have been a fantastic steal, and he would have put 2 up on the other end.
So Hilbert gets it to Justin Pompey. Schneider got away with, no, he didn't get away with one as he knocked Perez down. I think that's 4 on Schneider. His third. All right, well, that's better than 4 from an Alfred State standpoint. Briggs now on the far side looks to inbound. And he'll get it to Perez. 6 fouls against Hilbert, 5 on Alfred State. Briggs to Perez. Pompey thought about pulling the trigger on a 3. Jackson, 5 on the shot clock, drives down the lane, puts it up, no good. Schneider gets the rebound and fights off a couple of Hilbert players. Perry into the front court now. Schneider, the big man, he'll put it on the floor and send it back to Perry. And Schneider working on Demery. Instead, he'll pass to Perry. And he'll drive right down the lane, dish it back to Schneider, who puts up a shot, but he gets hammered. Not sure if that was Demery or Pompey who fouled him. And here comes the big man off the Hilbert bench, Nevada Eldridge, getting ready to come back in.
I was just about to say, look at Schneider as gets to the glass. Hasn't when we've seen Eldridge out there. The minute he does, you looked, and Eldridge was coming right off the bench.
And Schneider misses the first free throw to keep it a 3-point game. Demery goes out. Eldridge goes back in.
And I like that move right there. I do believe Eldridge has got to be on the floor right now.
Wonder if Nevada Eldridge is related. Wasn't there a high school football player at Maryvale?
Yep.
Younger brother, maybe?
No, Cleve Hill.
Is that a brother?
He was a Conley Cup finalist.
Yeah. No relation. Okay, well, okay. Just thought I'd ask. I always do that. Drives my wife crazy. You think everybody has a similar last name, they're related. Well, it's worth asking because you never know.
And that Eldridge went to Alfred University.
Oh, okay. All right. I was in the ballpark. Now Briggs. And we have an offensive foul. Who'd they call that one on? That's on Eric Jackson. No, it's on Perez. That's the 8th foul against Hilbert. And Alfred State will inbound it. See, I knew if I mentioned the name, you would know. No one knows more than you about any of this stuff. Miller. And Miller will drive and lay it up and in. Nicely done by Michael Miller. And now Pompey lost the handle briefly because of Miller's aggressive defense, but Pompey regains control to Briggs. Eldridge sets a pick, and the shot is off the front rim and no good. Schneider gets the rebound. Briggs took the shot. Snyder sets a pick, and Miller puts up a long-range 3 that's around and out. Eldridge got a hand on it and helped get the rebound to Jackson for Hilbert. Now Perez to Pompey. Briggs. Near side to Jackson. Jackson Tried to get it to Perez. He does. And he'll put it all swatted away by Schneider. And away goes Alfred State. Paris Jamison. Back to Perry for three. No good. Way off. Dylan Perry missed that shot. And it'll be Hilbert ball. Wow. Golden opportunity for Alfred State. Goes by the boards. They have a 6-point lead and could have added to it there. But it'll be Hilbert ball.
Boy, if you're Hilbert, you got to think you're going to see a press, something to get some offense going because of your defense. I won't be surprised if we see them go to a full court press here shortly.
Tyrese Fisher now into the game for Hilbert. Gets it to Eldridge. And lost a handle on it. Oh, great effort. So everybody hitting the deck. Perry, Schneider, all of them. And which way is this going to go? It's a foul, and I think that's on Eldridge. And big time foul there. A lot of bodies hitting the deck. And it looks like Schneider is going to go to the free throw line for Alfred State. Foul is definitely on Nevada Eldridge. So Cody Schneider at the free throw line. First free throw, no good, and it was a one-on-one, so Jackson gets the rebound and hustles down court, lays it up and in. Great play by Eric Jackson. 63-59. He said, I'm just going to blow past all of you, and he did. Now Miller, double teamed in the backcourt here. And yes, Tom, you called it. There's a press, and there's a timeout taken by Alfred's, I think by Hilbert. Oh, now, just like you called it, Coach. I'm going to start calling you Coach because you get this stuff right all the time.
So, no, I think that's big. What you're doing is trying to cause some turnovers to get some easy offensive points is what you're doing right there. Love the way, you saw the way they came out. You saw the wings come out on that last one. Opened up easy points right there at the basket, coming off the missed free throw. I thought that was great offensive job there by Hilbert. But this is pivotal. Like 4 minutes, 29 seconds left. You've got to make sure your defense buckles down right here and you get your offense some opportunities. But
that was a great last bucket by Eric Jansen.
Yes.
He was determined. No one was going to stop him there. He just drove right to the hole.
Yeah, great job right there. But it led off the missed free throw right there.
Yep.
Remember right here, the next foul by Hilbert will put 2 for Alfred State, right? That'll give them 10, so it'll be 2 shots for Alfred State from here on in.
Alfred State will inbound.
Logistics Plus is a
Perry, and he's double teamed, but it'll go right back to Miller in the front court. He'll just pass it back to Perry. Now Schneider, the big man, being guarded by Eldridge, who smacks the ball. Nice bounce pass to Perry down the lane. He'll dish it off. Jamison puts up a shot and scores. Excuse me, that was Rosa, Ryan Rosa. 65-59. Fisher for Hilbert.
That last one, what Alfred State did well was get Eldridge out of the paint.
Fisher for 3, and he drains the 3. Tyrese Fisher, 65-62. Here comes the full court press. And we got a 5-second violation, a turnover in the backcourt by Alfred State. And they're none too happy about that, I can tell you that. Jack Digman takes a step or two on the court. And I think he let the officials know he didn't appreciate that call. Didn't think it was the right one. Now Fisher inbounds it. Demery. Back to Fisher. Fisher. Far side. Jackson lays it up, around and out. Tipped up in the air, and Alfred State Perry comes down with it. What a play. Now Fisher guarding Perry. Ahead to Jamison. No, that was Rosa again, excuse me. Now this is Perry. Schneider. Eldridge guarding Schneider. And he will hand it off. Now it's back to Miller. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Miller will drive, running one-hander, around and out. Hilbert with the rebound. Fisher bringing the ball up the floor. He'll hand it off to Eric Jackson. He'll drive, put up a shot and score, and draws the foul. Eric Jackson What a play. It's a 1-point game, and Hilbert can tie it right here.
Wow, Stu, he did that going backwards up there. What a play right there to get Hilbert right now within a point and an opportunity to get the free left throw line and tie this sucker up.
I love the way you said that. Eric Jackson, what a second half. What a stretch he's had here.
Yeah.
Those last 2 buckets have been nothing short of spectacular. And now Jack Dignan is going over and having a word with one of the officials. Probably just wants to check and make sure about that 5-second call, as both teams are huddled around their coaches. 2:55 to play here in the second half, and Hilbert has a chance to tie this. I don't remember the last time Hilbert either tied it or had the lead.
It was in the first half, I want to say, is when it was. It was in the 30s, when it was around 32-31, right around there.
So, like the women's game that Alfred State won, I think it was 62-59 the final. This game coming down to the final minutes as well. The women's game came down to the final seconds before Alfred State could put it away.
And Hilbert had a chance to tie it.
Yeah, the three.
Right? Number 6 seconds it was. 6 seconds they come down the court and almost had a chance to tie that one up.
And we'll see how this one plays out as the whistle blows and the teams are called back onto the floor. What a night of basketball here at Hilbert College in Hamburg, New York. Jackson at the free throw line. Chance to tie it up. Not sure if individually, we know Schneider for Alfred State has 3 fouls. I don't know off the top of my head if anyone else is in foul trouble with 4 fouls.
12. Number 12 for Alfred State's got 4. He's the one who committed that last foul, so that's Paris Jamison.
All right, Jackson makes the free throw. We're all tied up. Rosa, the inbounds pass to Jamison, gets it right back as Alfred State brings the ball up the floor to Perry. Fisher guarding him. Ooh, Fisher got away with what could have been called a reach in. No contact though, so no reach. Now Paris Jamison drives down the lane, running one-hander is good. Nice shot by Paris Jamison. 67-65. Alfred State, Tyrese Fisher comes back the other way. Fisher thought about shooting. Instead, he'll pass it. It's knocked away from Demery, but Demery gets it back, and he stepped out of bounds. Great defense on the far side by Ryan Rosa, and this will be Alfred State ball. Great play there. And now Hilbert will not put the pressure on, at least not as much anyway. Fisher will guard Perry into the front court. Perry goes to the far side, hands it off to Miller. Now Paris Jamison into the corner, gets it back from Rosa. Now Perry. He'll put it on the floor, dish it off to Schneider. He'll spin, put it up, and it won't go. Gets his own rebound. He's tied up. That should have been a foul on Fisher, and I think on Schneider, and I think it is. He tied up Perez, but he had him over the top, and that's 4 on Schneider.
So now we go 1-1. Hilbert will shoot 1-1, and remember, the next foul Hilbert commits, it'll be 2 free throws for Alfred. So this is going to come down to the free throw line to be able to finish this one off.
Perez, who's been outstanding all night, is at the free throw line, shooting 1-1. I think Schneider just got a little frustrated that he missed that shot, but it's good defense by Perez. First free throw, around and out. Demery gets the rebound, puts it up and in. And once again, we're tied. This time it's 67. Great play there by Demery. Inbounds it to Perry. Now Rosa. Rosa into the front court for Alfred State. Back to Perry. Now Schneider playing with 4 personal fouls. Jamison also playing with 4, and he's bumped. That'll be a foul on Perez. That's the 10th Hilbert foul of the second half, so he will shoot 2. This will put Paris Jamison on the line. We're tied here, 1:28 to play here in the second half. First free throw is good. 68-67, Alfred State. Avery Cunningham comes in for Dylan Perry. Second free throw is around and out. Demery gets the rebound ahead to Eric Jackson. We've seen him drive to the basket successfully a number of times. Now Briggs back to Jackson. Here's Jackson, Cunningham guarding him. Jackson still has it, spins, shoots, scores! 69-68, Hilbert. And there's a timeout on the floor with 1:10 remaining.
I love the way he gets into the paint and then used his left hand on that one to get a kiss up off the glass and in. But boy, what he did right there to get him in the paint, that's really been his game so far here in the second half, is what he's done inside the paint and really has been pivotal to getting this game back to where it is.
So Hilbert has a 1-point lead with 1 minute and 10 seconds remaining here in the second half. What a game this has been. I'll tell you, this one started out on high.
Both games, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we really got to say both games have been fantastic games.
Yeah, this one a little bit differently, that the women's game, Alfred State jumped out to the big lead, hung on to win. This one has been high octane, both teams from the opening tip.
You're absolutely right. And what we said is we thought the full court press needed to be had now. You don't need the press if you're Hilbert. You just got to really lock down defense on the other side, and let's see who coach brings out here for the the last minute 10 seconds.
Well, I don't think anyone on Hilbert has 4 fouls, but we know Jamison and Schneider each have 4 for Alfred State. So we'll see whether or not that becomes a factor in the final minute and 10 seconds. I'll tell you what, these are early season games. Imagine the kind of games they're going to have as the season goes on. Wow.
But they've also already played 6 games,
well,
right?
Yeah,
you know
true.
what I mean? So
that's
they're
true.
farther into the season, obviously, than the high school players are.
True.
But still, 6 games into the season, they got a long ways to go. But this is absolutely a great start.
Now Perry's back into the game for Alfred State. Bounce pass to Jamison. Jamison trying to go around Briggs. Gets it back to Miller for 3. Off the back iron, no good. Loose ball. Miller gets it back. And we have a whistle. That shot does not count. There's a foul. Oh, a timeout was taken. Okay. Now, who did they say had possession of the ball? Still with Alfred State,
it has
I think.
to be, yep.
Oh, quite a sequence there. 54.1 seconds to go. This one, the last game wasn't decided till 6 seconds are left, and boy, this one could wind up in the dreaded you-know-what, which will avoid
I don't know,
saying,
you got that 1-point game, right? That's kind of throwing that off there a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit, but somebody will wind up at the free throw line as we...
but we have seen these refs have let them play.
Oh, yes,
you know
they
what I mean?
have.
They really have.
Yes, they've done a nice job.
You know what I mean? We can't say, I can't say for certainty that it's going to be somebody shooting a free throw right here, because they may let them play the last 54 seconds.
It's true. So if Schneider picks up a foul, does he put Eldridge back in? How's that for a coaching question?
Not really, because he's out of the game then. You're saying from a dominant standpoint underneath is what you're looking for?
Well, if Schneider, it's a hypothetical. If Schneider does happen to foul out when they come back the other way to get a little extra size, do they put Eldridge back in if they want to work it down low on the inside?
Depends what the score of the game is.
Okay, that's fair.
Right? That could be the key, because right now they're matching up speed for speed at the same time also.
Rosa will inbound it back to Perry. Perry will bring it into the front court. This one coming down to the final seconds. We're in the final minute. Hands it off to Paris Jamison. Into the corner. Miller for 3. Off the back iron. No good. Schneider gets the rebound. Perry for 3. Off the iron. No good. And Perez gets a huge rebound. And he'll get it up to Briggs. And there's a foul. And that will... I think that's Rosa who committed the foul.
Still 1-1.
Still
right,
1-1.
so that's a good foul right there. 1-1 right here with 31 seconds.
That will put Briggs on the free throw line. Fisher and Perez will go back. Karan Briggs out of Mount Hebron. is at the free throw line for Hilbert. One and one. The first free throw is good. It's a 2-point game. It's 70-68. Hilbert trying to improve to 5-2 on the season, and Alfred State trying to get their third win of the season. They are 2-4. Big free throw here for Briggs, and he makes it. And now it's a 3-point lead. Briggs. Under 30 seconds remaining in the second half. Briggs, bounce pass to Paris Jamison. He'll put it on the floor. He'll spin. He'll shoot. Won't go. Schneider for the rebound. Hauled down by Eric Jackson. A whistle and a foul. And if that's on Schneider, he is done for the night. And I think it is. Great effort for Cody Schneider, but he will end this game sitting on the bench with 5 fouls. So he is done for the night. And now, Emmanuel Lieutenant comes into the game for Alfred State.
So there you go. You just said, what do? I got speed out there right now with the lead. I want to make sure I could cover the speed to make sure nothing happens on the other end.
Well, Eric Johnson's free throw makes it a 4-point game. And Hilbert looking pretty good right now. Just a shade under 19 seconds left. Jackson's free throw is good. 73-68. And here's Lieutenant on the far side to Perry into the corner. Miller for 3. Good! What a shot, and they'll foul immediately. 73-71. Miller with that's at least his 5th 3 of the night. And that'll put Briggs back at the free throw line. What a finish.
I literally just saw a fan go, how did he make that?
Well, I think some of us might have the same question.
But a great shot is because he was ready to take the shot and buried it.
Briggs makes it a 3-point game. It's good. Well, he's been very clutch at the free throw line. 74-71.
This is a big one right here because this makes it at least a 2-possession game.
Well, unless he makes a 3 and they foul. Well, there it is.
True.
75-71. Back the other way. Lieutenant had the ball go off his hands. It's loose on the floor. Battle for it. A jump ball is called. I think a couple extra seconds might have run off the clock. And that ball is going to stay with Alfred State. Wow, what a play. The ball, good defense, and then everybody started slipping and falling and battling for that loose ball. A shade under 6 seconds showing on the clock. Lieutenant will inbound. No doubt they'll look for Miller, their big 3-point shooter. And if he can, and of course before that happens, Alfred State will take a timeout. We're going to keep it right here because this is too good to pass up. We hope you enjoyed our interview with Tim Seil, the athletic director here at Hilbert, at halftime of this game. And we hope you enjoyed the women's game as well. And now the Hawks trying to put this one in the bag with a 4-point lead with 5.9 seconds remaining.
And we'll have post-game interviews out probably tomorrow. We've done interviews with head coaches. We'll have players of the game, right? We're also going to have some what's called Mario Hall's pass, right, where he's actually going to have some great on-court footage of the game right here that you're going to see some things for Hilbert. So for you Hilbert Hawks fans, you got a lot more coming your way for this game to really see some of the highlights for it.
These games being broadcast tonight on Buffalo Sports Page. A little bit of a change-up for you and me, but of course it's all good. And boy, oh boy, we have been rewarded with 2 outstanding games. This one still not decided as Alfred State will inbound on the far side. And Coach Jack Dignan looks like he's drawing up a play right there for what he wants his players to execute. And I got to believe they're looking to get a shot away from Michael Miller, who has at least 5 3-pointers. Emmanuel Lieutenant will inbound the ball. And here we go. Can they find Miller? It's stolen by Fisher. He'll drive down into the front court and run out the clock for Hilbert. Tyrese Fisher stole the inbounds pass, and that'll do it. Hilbert wins it 75-71. Wow, what a play by Fisher to seal the deal.
Two fantastic games right there. Hilbert, full court press was the big reason for that win at the very end, where they had to catch up. They catch up, take the lead, and never saw the end right here with a 4-point win.
Well, a very alert play by Tyrese Fisher to finish it. So Hilbert splits, the women lose, the men win. The final score of tonight's second game, Hilbert 75, Alfred State 71. We want to thank all of you for watching. Thank you to our photographer, Russ Battaglia, our producer, Dana Gunther, the greatest color man of them all, Tom Prince. My name is Stu Boyer. Once again, the final score, Hilbert 75, Alfred State 71. Have a good night, everybody.